one is going to come and defend our country except ourselves. A loud and clear no to corruption by whomsoever.
ZANU-PF convenes Politburo meeting in Chiwenga's absence. The 28th of August 2025. Spread the love. By Love More Politics, ZANU-PF convened an emergency Politburo meeting on Wednesday in the absence of Vice President Constantino Chiwenga, amid reports that the gathering was meant to fast-track the elevation of businessman KUTYA Tagwari into the party's central committee. Chiwenga, who is on a state visit to India, is said to have resisted Tagwari's rise at a recent Politburo sitting, citing breaches of internal procedure. His absence, according to party insiders, provided an opening for loyalists aligned to President Emerson Mnangagwa to push through the process. Tagwari, a controversial businessman widely viewed as a potential successor to Mnangagwa, had attempted to attend a central committee meeting after being co-opted by the Harare provincial executive. Sources say Wednesday's Politburo session could be a defining moment in the party's succession battles, as tensions escalate between Mnangagwa's Zimbabwe-aligned faction and Chiwenga's camp ahead of the 2027 Congress. Mnangagwa loyalists are reportedly determined to keep the president in power until 2030, paving the way for Tagwari's ascendancy while marginalizing the former army commander. The president has publicly maintained that he will step down in 2028 at the expiry of his constitutional term. The Politburo meeting was confirmed in a circular issued on the 25th of August 2025 by ZANU-PF Secretary for Administration Obert Mpafu. According to insiders, the meeting followed a weekend of intense political maneuvering. There is a mad rush to hold this Politburo meeting this Wednesday to sanitize this sham process in the absence of VP Chiwenga. They know Chiwenga and others would block it, so they are trying to exploit his diplomatic absence to force it through, one senior official said. Reports suggest the renewed strategy was mapped during a strategic retreat in Japan, shortly after Mnangagwa's visit to Madagascar, where he handed over the SADC chairmanship. The trip, attended by Chief Secretary Martin Rushwia, was described by insiders as a war council that produced a new playbook designed to capture party structures for Tagwari. The ruling party's political direction was also on display at the launch of the Land Tenure Implementation Committee's Title Deeds program in Mazo on Monday. What was billed as a policy rollout bore the trappings of a political rally, with Justice Minister ZVAITWA declaring that Mnangagwa would remain in power until Jesus comes. At the same event, Tagwari announced that title deed beneficiaries under his committee would qualify for an interest-free $6,000 loan to buy irrigation kits repayable over 7 years. Critics, however, dismissed the scheme as a form of exploitation. Unsuspecting Zimbabweans are being issued with these fake title deeds, and in the process are being strong-armed into purchasing massively overpriced irrigation kits from his companies, disguised as interest-free loans. It's a masterpiece of predatory exploitation, one ZANU-PF insider said. The absence of Chiwenga from Wednesday's Politburo session, coupled with Tagwari's aggressive rise, has heightened speculation about the ruling party's internal balance of power and what it signals for Zimbabwe's succession politics in the years ahead.